Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. The Bachelorette will not air in 2025. Now, viewers believe the main Bachelor show is in risk as well. What's happening with the once popular franchise? Stay tuned for the latest. Many networks are shifting away from scripted series and toward reality shows, which are more cheaper to produce. Since 2002, the Bachelor franchise and its several spin-offs have been a staple on ABC. The next Bachelor season would be the show's 30th season, but will it happen at all? In addition to written programming, ABC renewed several non-scripted shows. According to Men's Journal, the network has renewed American Idol, America's Funniest Home Videos, Celebrity Jeopardy, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, and Shark Tank for the upcoming season. Both Dancing with the Stars and The Golden Bachelor had already been renewed. Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise premieres this summer. But what about the original Bachelor? Fans are already apprehensive about the franchise's future when ABC paused The Bachelorette for at least a year. The Bachelor was noticeably missed off the renewal list. Does this indicate the show has been cancelled? Not precisely. The most recent extensions were for the autumn 2025 TV season. The Bachelor normally airs in January. There is still time for ABC to renew it for season 30 in 2026. However, some fans believe it is time to end the show. Ratings have decreased in recent years. Bachelor Nation followers took to social media to express their feelings on the franchise's conclusion. I wouldn't be surprised if they cancelled it. I've always been a fan, but even I find myself skipping full seasons of Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Paradise. This show has been on a steady slide for several years. The show's creators appear unable or unwilling to breathe new life into this stale and outdated franchise. Culture has evolved dramatically, particularly in terms of marriage and monogamy. The Bachelor's format feels archaic. As a fan from the beginning, I believe it is past time to retire this franchise. It had a terrific run, but now it's as stale as dry bread. For over 2 decades, the Bachelor franchise has been a centerpiece of ABC's reality TV programming. It has birthed dozens of seasons, countless spin-offs, and a fiercely loyal fandom that called itself Bachelor Nation. From teary limo exits to fairy tale proposals, from scandalous breakups to viral memes, the show built a cultural empire unlike any other dating program on television. But now, after years of declining ratings, shifting public sentiment, and changing priorities in network television, fans are facing an unprecedented question: is this the end of The Bachelor? In 2025, for the first time in its storied history, ABC confirmed that The Bachelorette would not be airing a new season. Though not an outright cancellation, the network's decision to pause production for at least a year sent shockwaves through Bachelor Nation. Longtime fans took to social media in dismay, speculating whether this was merely a breather or the beginning of the end. In the days that followed, scrutiny quickly turned to The Bachelor itself, once the flagship program that launched the franchise. If The Bachelorette can be put on ice, what does that mean for the main show, which is due for its landmark 30th season? Adding to the concern, ABC's renewal slate for the fall 2025 season featured a comprehensive lineup of non-scripted programming, everything from American Idol and Celebrity Jeopardy to Shark Tank and America's Funniest Home Videos. But one title was conspicuously absent: The Bachelor. While longtime spin-offs like Dancing with the Stars and The Golden Bachelor secured renewals, and Bachelor in Paradise was announced for a summer 2025 return with its 10th season, the original rose-giving juggernaut had not yet been greenlit for its next chapter. For fans and critics alike, the omission felt ominous. To be fair, there is precedent for this type of delay. The Bachelor has typically aired in January, making it a staple of ABC's winter programming. It's entirely possible that the network is simply holding off its renewal announcement until later in the year. But in today's hyper-connected media landscape, silence often speaks volumes. And for many, the lack of official word from the network was enough to ignite a firestorm of speculation. Across Reddit threads, fan forums, and social media platforms, the sentiment is growing louder. Perhaps it's time to let go. I wouldn't be surprised if they canceled it, one longtime viewer posted on X, formerly Twitter. I've been a fan since the early days, but lately, I find myself skipping full seasons of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and even Paradise. Others echoed the feeling, lamenting that the show feels dated, formulaic, and out of sync with modern values around relationships, gender roles, and media consumption. This isn't the first time the Bachelor franchise has faced existential questions. Over the past 5 years, the show has been rocked by controversies, cast shakeups, and a mounting identity crisis. From racial representation issues and production missteps to the departure of longtime host Chris Harrison in 2021, the franchise has struggled to keep pace with the cultural moment. While shows like Love is Blind, Too Hot to Handle, and F-Boy Island have leaned into messier, more chaotic dating formats that mirror the complexities of modern romance, The Bachelor has largely clung to its roots, an earnest search for love via rose ceremonies, romantic helicopter dates, and candlelit fantasy suites. Yet in an era where traditional monogamy and fairy tale endings feel increasingly like relics of a bygone era, The Bachelor's structure can come off as stiff and outdated. The show's creators appear unable, or unwilling, to breathe new life into this stale and outdated franchise, said one vocal critic on Instagram. Culture has evolved dramatically, particularly in terms of marriage and monogamy. The format feels archaic. As a fan from the beginning, I think it's past time to retire this franchise. These critiques are not without merit. Ratings for The Bachelor and The Bachelorette have declined steadily over the past decade. Where once the finale of The Bachelor could draw over 10 million live viewers, recent seasons have struggled to top half that. Even Bachelor in Paradise, long regarded as the fun, low-stakes alternative to the flagship shows, has seen diminishing returns. Streaming has changed the way audiences engage with television, and traditional broadcast programming, especially shows that require season-long emotional investment, are increasingly losing ground to bingeable formats. Moreover, the narrative arcs on The Bachelor have grown predictable. The villain edit, the early frontrunner, the here for the wrong reasons accusation, the last-minute heartbreak, these tropes have been recycled season after season, leaving little surprise or innovation. Even when the show attempted to reinvent itself, such as introducing a senior citizen version of the show in The Golden Bachelor, it did so by simply applying the same format to older contestants. While The Golden Bachelor was a ratings bright spot, especially in its inaugural season with Jerry Turner, it was seen more as a nostalgic experiment than a sign of franchise rejuvenation. Behind the scenes, producers are said to be grappling with a complex dilemma. How do you modernize a show built on fantasy and idealism for an audience that is increasingly skeptical, digitally savvy, and socially conscious? Recent leads like Jen Tran, the first Asian American Bachelorette, and Joey Graziadei, a fan-favorite Bachelor, brought fresh energy to their seasons. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.